Hey, what's up guys and gals, my name is Ricknineg. Thank you so much for joining me today in this video looking at Fred Mertz from I Love Lucy. Now I want to say I apologize for my voice. I got a little bit sick through the Christmas holiday, so I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and a happy holiday season. Today we're going to be talking about, of course, Fred Mertz, and this is something that I discovered last night after watching I Love Lucy. A little light bulb went off on my head and I said I need to make a video about this. So let us begin. Hopefully you enjoy it, guys and gals, and don't forget to leave a thumbs up if you want to see more. Now the concept of a theme song is something that we're all familiar with, but do we actually really pay attention to it? For example, one of my favorite movie series of all time, of course, is Star Wars. We all know that the villain, Darth Vader, has a pretty impressive theme song. I've also done a few reviews of 007 James Bond movies, and of course he has his own theme song as well. Now who remembers this fabulous cartoon from the 1960s, The Pink Panther? And as a kid, one of my favorite shows ever was the Power Rangers, and I do want to bring up this theme song because it is so unique. It is between these two guys that were kind of seen as the bullies or the antagonists on the show, Bulk and Skull. And like I said, they always had a theme song whenever they would come into the show. Of course, one, Bulk being the larger character, Skull being the skinny one. Their song was actually a mixture of very low and high tones, which kind of represented them. I think that was really cool, and it goes along the show what I'm going to represent for Fred in just a few minutes. Now, after watching the episode Home Movies and a few others, I gathered a theory that Fred Mertz is pretty much the only character on I Love Lucy to have a dedicated theme song in certain scenes on I Love Lucy. Now, I noticed it first in Season 3 and it continues to Season 4. So I'm going to show you here 5 instances where we hear the song, and I want you guys and gals to let me know down in the comments below if you've ever heard this, ever noticed it, or even know other episodes that probably use this theme song as well. But for now, my theory holds strong, and from what I believe, it's a dedicated song for Fred. So let's take a look at these moments. Now the first instance comes from this scene in the episode Ethel's Birthday in Season 4. Please listen to the song and notice how it is focused on Fred himself. Now I just want to point out the tone and just the instrument that's used. Now I could be mistaken, but that sounds a lot like an oboe, a very low sort of instrument that kind of well resembles Fred, kind of that low, scruffy tone that he has in himself. Let's take a look at another instance with the same exact song used to highlight Fred. Now the second instance comes from the episode Harp Remarks, which is of course another Season 4 episode. However, we don't start in the Mertz's apartment, so it's not a Mertz's apartment theme. It actually starts when Fred makes an entrance by the pool in a ridiculous outfit. Let's take a look. Even before the Ricardos and the Mertzes hit Hollywood, we see the episode Ricky's Screen Test. Now here, we see another scene where again, we start at the Mertz's apartment, and of course, we hear Fred's theme song, as I would call it. Back in Season 3, one of my favorite episodes, Home Movies, begins at the Mertz's apartment, and again, same thing, you hear Fred Mertz's theme song. Notice that this example has a quicker pace than the others. And finally, guys and gals, the last example comes from the episode Ricky's Hawaiian Vacation. Now this one does start in the Mertz's apartment. However, Fred is coming in from the kitchen area to the living room, and notice that he is walking. You notice that most of my examples show him sitting, reading the newspaper in some type of book in his favorite chair. But don't forget that Harp Remarks example where he is walking into the pool scene, and that is very much different. So again, these seem to be centered on Fred and giving him his own theme song. And that's it, guys and gals. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate, again, Go ahead and watch some I Love Lucy episodes and tell me down in the comments below if you've noticed this theme song for Fred in other episodes, to back up my theory or even to negate my theory. I would really be interested, something that I noticed, and I want to hear your thoughts. Your support means the world to me. I hope that you are keeping positive no matter what is coming your way. Hopefully you have a great year, and don't forget, guys and gals, be hopeful.